Hello everyone, it's Rene from Revv Evolution. We're here at the home of the Italian ambassador to Singapore and Brunei, Mr. Andrea Vattani. And with us today is the chairman and CEO of Alcantara, Mr. Andrea Boragno. Thank you so much for joining us right here, sir.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you an idea about what Alcantara is and what is some of the uses, so all of you out there will have an idea about what it's all about. Alcantara is used for fashion, even consumer products in the automotive industry, in the aviation, marine, and consumer electronics industries as well. And Alcantara is also noted for Italy's very first corporate entity to be certified as carbon neutral. And to tell us more all about Alcantara is the CEO himself. Sir, thank you so much once again for joining us right here on Revv. My first question for you, sir, is please share with us a quick history of how Alcantara SPA came to be.
Let's say Alcantara as a product has been invented back at the beginning of the 70s. It's the real technological breakthrough. And Alcantara as a company was initially a joint venture who took place in Italy, where the technology has been given by the Japanese and the company was Italian. Right. And if we have a quick overview of the history, back already in the late 70s, Alcantara has been used by Gianni Versace and by Walter Albini, which has been the inventor of Pret-a-Porter and who exported the made in Italy extremely successfully. In the middle of the 80s, we had the first application of Alcantara on a car, on the Lancia Tema. That was a very revolutionary car because at that time, the number one problem was the performance in a car. They started to introduce the concept of the comfort.
Right. Exactly.
And Alcantara was a very important part of this concept. And then Alcantara developed, grew, and extended in many different applications. In the 90s, grew a lot in the furnishing industry. Right. At the end of the 90s, it started with automotive industry. Right. And nowadays, we are really extremely diversified, as you said. Alcantara is very transversal, can be used in countless different applications. We are in fashion industry for sure, with garments, as you can see here, with fashion accessories, in interior design, in boating industry, on the yacht, in aviation, commercial and private airlines. We are automotive, where you have the most important presence in terms of quality. Yes. In terms of quantity, sorry, because quality also, all the other applications are extremely meaningful, and in consumer electronics.
Yes, I saw the Microsoft laptop.
Microsoft, we have a very nice partnership with Microsoft, lasting since 7-8 years now. And this is the reality of Alcantara now. Let's say, I would like to underline this point because it's pretty much unique for our company, the very special relationship that we have with the world of art.
Right.
We have developed, Alcantara is extremely versatile material, can be presented in countless different ways. In the hands of creative people and artists, Alcantara become the means by which they express their creativity. Right. And we have established a very rewardful relationship with them. We have done exhibition all over the world with museum, in cooperation with museum, co-production with museum. And art is a way to express the huge potential of Alcantara.
Right. And I think one thing that a lot of people are unaware that when they think Alcantara, the first thing comes into mind, like for myself, when I heard Alcantara, because I'm a car enthusiast, and I thought, Lamborghini, the seats and everything. So I was only thinking automotive. But honestly, once I found out and I actually did my research and I found that Alcantara, as you mentioned, is very versatile in the sense that it's from fashion, it's in the technology, it's all over, even in art as well.
It is extremely versatile.
Exactly, correct.
Alcantara has become the symbol of a very contemporary lifestyle, which is matching functionality together with the emotion of the beauty, the sense of style, sensoriality, and in customization. And also, all this is happening under a strict commitment to sustainability. Yes. So where we have a very important programs, and which is an extremely important value of our company and of our brand.
Okay, my next question, Mr. Boragno, is what makes these fabrics stand out from traditional fabrics?
First, the product itself is unique.
Right.
It's unique in terms of performance, it's unique in terms of look, in terms of touch.
Feel. Yes.
Is very light compared to natural
Correct.
leather, for
Exactly.
instance. For instance, always compared to leather, is for natural leather is lighter and then is warm in winter and cold in summer.
Right.
Is giving the grip
Right.
when you drive.
Exactly.
This is
Correct.
very
Exactly.
good
Yes.
for the racing
Durability,
car.
yes, it
so
is,
for a
yes.
racing car,
Right.
the weight is low and the
Right.
grip is there.
Exactly.
But together with these technical properties related to the product, Alcantara is also first is a brand with very well-known values.
Yes.
Who has a strong commitment on sustainability. As you said, we became carbon neutral back in 2009, and we have a very important program in the field of sustainability, including circular economy and stakeholder engagement and responsible procurement. And so the commitment is serious.
Right.
I'm extremely confident in saying that our commitment on sustainability is really serious. And is a brand, and then as a company we have this capability of approaching our customer and doing co-development with them.
Right.
So we don't offer a standard product. We have a standard product, but when we approach our potential customers, which are huge, big corporations like Microsoft, or all the automotive industry worldwide, we propose a concept book. We show to them a concept book where we show what is possible to do with Alcantara. We give example.
Exactly.
And on this is starting an interaction process, at the end of which there is the final product.
Okay, touching on a subject that you mentioned as well, I understand that Alcantara explores beyond the traditional limits of fabric usability. Can you please share with us some of these projects that you mentioned?
But in the field of, for instance, in the field of sustainability, we very recently, a few months ago, has been introduced in the market Ferrari Puro Sangue, and inside this Ferrari Puro Sangue is used for the first time a very special type of Alcantara, which is obtained by recycled polyester, which is post-consumer polyester, recycled mechanically, and with a very serious certification based on mass balance. So with a strong commitment to the use and the adoption of the best practice. For instance, this is one of the last projects. In the artistic field, we are exposing in these days in Venice, and the installation which is related with the preservation of the environment and which is the subject is the relationship between a human being and nature. Environmental relation, so the big challenge of the future. So the installation is made of Alcantara made from recycled polyester, okay? And when the exhibition will be over in Venice, at the Biennale of Venice, this polyester, this Alcantara will be recycled, okay? And this is the first time, because we have established the technology by which the scraps of Alcantara are depolymerized. So we go back to the raw materials of polyester, okay? So, and this is an example, the first time we give a real example of circular economy. And this is a very interesting project for us, because it's the first time where we give an example, a real example of circular economy.
About I mean, like you mentioned, sustainability now is a very big thing. Everybody is talking about recycling materials and saving the environment. And what you mentioned, I think, is really a great idea that what Alcantara is doing.
We go beyond the words.
Exactly.
We give an example, and we give an example in art, because art is avant-garde. Right? It's the future. Okay. So, and sustainability is the future. It's our future, our future, right? So we want to do this in Venice, where all the world eyes are there, and under the flag of art.
Okay, my final question for you, Mr. Morano, is what are your hopes for Alcantara?
Alcantara, I think, is in the right track, and she has to continue to develop even more of what has already developed, its capability of customize, of being able to bring to the customer and to develop the capability of co-develop and co-design and co-brand, and has to continue to go in the way of a serious approach to sustainability. And the position of the brand is already established.
Right.
So we have to offer to the market something that obviously is customized, is co-developed, co-designed, and is positioning itself at the intersection between functionality and technology from one side, and emotion of beauty, emotion of style and sensoriality. We have to reinforce ourselves in this.
And with that, again, we want to thank you, the chairman, and once again, CEO of Alcantara, Mr. Andrea Boragno, for joining us right here on Revv and giving us really a lot of information of Alcantara. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I watched you all the time.